If you're a creator, you've definitely been there. You get a brief, a prompt, a request, and it's just vague. So vague you don't know where to start. But what if I told you that ambiguity isn't the problem? What if it's actually the opportunity? Today, we are going to turn those confusing moments into a clear, creative game plan.
So check this out. This is a real creative brief that actually inspired this whole explainer. It says, make a short video of two girls playing in a garden. Now, on the surface, that seems pretty simple, right? But the more you look at it, what does it actually mean?
No, seriously, put yourself in that spot for a second. What's your first move? Do you kind of panic? Do you just start shooting something and hope you land on the right idea? Or do you see this for what it really is?
And that is the key. This isn't a bad prompt, it's a creative puzzle. The fact that it's missing details, that's not a bug, it's a feature. The instructions are so sparse, which means the potential is absolutely massive.
So let's just totally reframe how we think about this. We're not trying to guess what someone wants. No. We're detectives now, and our job is to find the clues that lead to the brilliant idea hiding right there in plain sight. We just have to know where to look.
All right, detective hats on. Let's get to it. We are going to take this simple little sentence and we're just going to pull it apart piece by piece and see what we find.
Okay, so right away, 3 parts of this prompt just jump out as being loaded with questions. Think of each one as a locked door. We've got 2 girls, playing, and the most mysterious one of all, in a garden.
So let's start with 2 girls. Seems pretty straightforward, but is it really? I mean, are they 5-year-old sisters? Or maybe they're 30-year-old best friends? Is their vibe super friendly and collaborative? Or is there a little bit of rivalry going on? You see, their age and their relationship completely change the emotional core of the story.
Okay, next up is the verb playing. How deep does that word actually go? Are we talking about a literal game, like tag or hide and seek? Or is it something more abstract, like 2 actors who are playing a part? The whole tone of their play, whether it's super joyful or, deadly serious, that defines the entire genre of our video.
And now for the biggest clue of all. In a garden. This could just be a simple typo for in a garden. Easy. Or what if it's a proper noun? Could it be a sneaky reference to Ina Garten, the famous TV chef? Or maybe, just maybe, it's the name of some fantastical make-believe world. This one little phrase could pivot our entire concept from a simple backyard video to a comedy sketch or even a fantasy epic.
So, we have all these questions. Now what do we do with them? Well, this is the fun part. We start building. We're going to take our different interpretations and actually construct 2 completely different worlds, all sprouting from that one simple sentence. And just look at what happens. You get 2 totally different but equally valid ideas. On one path, we lean into that Ina Garten theory. Our 2 girls become adult friends and their playing is a hilarious parody of a cooking show. On the other path, we just assume it was a typo, and suddenly our 2 girls are young sisters on this amazing, whimsical adventure. It's a perfect example of how asking questions doesn't just clarify things, it actually creates things.
And that brings us to the most crucial point here. There was no single right answer hidden in that prompt. The ambiguity wasn't a mistake, it was an invitation. It was an invitation for you, the creator, to bring your own vision, your own ideas to the table, and to collaborate on building that right answer together.
The really cool thing is, this whole process isn't just a one-off trick. It's a repeatable framework. It's a toolkit you can pull out anytime you're staring down a vague idea to systematically turn all that confusion into clear action.
So here it is, your 4-step creative toolkit. First, you isolate the keywords, the core building blocks. Then you map all the ambiguities by asking those really important questions. After that, you build out a couple of distinct scenarios. And finally, and this is the most important step of all, you seek clarification. You go back, you present your options, and you ask, hey, which of these amazing worlds are we going to build together? If you remember one thing, remember this. Your job isn't to be a mind reader, it's to be a creative partner. When you really explore the possibilities inside a vague prompt, you're not just dodging a mistake. You're actually co-creating the foundation for a much stronger, much more intentional project, because it's built on a shared vision, not just a blind guess.
So, the next time you get a prompt that feels a little empty or confusing, don't see it as a roadblock. See it as an open door. See it as a puzzle that's just waiting for you to come along and solve it.
The power of a great idea often isn't in a perfect description, but in an inspiring question.
So I want you to look at the vague ideas in your own work. What possibilities are hiding in there? And what amazing thing are you going to build from them?